Hi guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things mundane and makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I'm bringing you my June update for the whole collection, Project Pan. So if you want to see all the items we've been working on and the progress we have made along the way, then let's go ahead and just get on into it. If you have not been following along with this project, it's where you randomly generate 10 products at the beginning and then it's rolling style from there. I'm doing 3 to 5 uses per product, just depending on what it is. If it's something that I know that I like and enjoy or I've used before, I usually do 3 uses. If it's something newer to my collection, I usually do 5 uses. That's what I'm doing. Because I'm using this project to determine whether or not these are items I want to keep or declutter in my collection. Generally speaking, I don't want 2 or more of the same items, so 2 or more liquid shadows, foundations, etc. But if I'm feeling spicy, then we just go with it. We have progress that has been made this month. It's very, very exciting. So, the first item, the one that's been in the longest, is the YC Collection Cream Eyeshadow, and it's in the shade Forgiveness. I wish it would have been in this beautiful mint shade, but the shade Forgiveness, if you haven't seen before, is actually, come on, this like rose gold, like a rosy gold copper shade. I used this once out of my 3 uses, and I decided on the 16th of May that I'm going to declutter this because this is the fastest drying liquid eyeshadow I've ever used, ever worked with. You put it on and it immediately is dry. You do not have time to work with it. You do not have time to blend it out. And I just don't like that. I use my cream and liquid shadows as bases for other things. Like, I don't normally just tap this on and call it a day, and even if I did, like, I still want to be able to blend out the edges to not make it look harsh, and you just do not have the time to do that with this. And for the color, here, I will just swatch it for you. I don't like the packaging. I don't like that it's a squeezy tube, because just for a cream eyeshadow, I just don't find that conducive to how I do my makeup, personally. So this is the shade. Like I said, it's like a coppery rose gold. I wish that this was a matte shadow. I feel like if it was a matte, I would like it more, but it's not. Because I've also found that I just gravitate more towards matte cream and liquid shadows, personally. So, for all of those reasons mentioned, I'm going to go ahead and declutter that guy. And before this has a chance to dry, I'm going to wipe that off my hand. And we have the highlighter of Justice, so that is a declutter. Then we have my one fail for the month, unfortunately, and that is the Sydney Grace. It's a liquid shadow in the shade Black Hole, which I think this kind of squeezy tube, even though it's a squeezy tube and I still don't enjoy that, it's just a better squeezy tube. But I do love this formula. This is the shade. So it's like a black with silver glitters in it. Silver sparkles, I should say. And it is beautiful. I don't like black in my makeup. I find this a very hard shade to use. I've used it before, and I find that the only time I use this is when I force myself to use it in a project. I haven't used it at all yet. I'll swatch it for you. Like, it's stunningly gorgeous, which I think is why I'm still not ready to declutter it. I might, in my single shadow declutter, I might come to terms with it, but I've used it as an eyeshadow. It's gorgeous. I've used it as a lipstick, and it's stunning. It's beautiful. It's just because of the shade that it is, I don't tend to gravitate towards it, so I haven't used it. at all. And then we have from Sugar Drizzle, this is a loose pigment in Blueberry Tart. So it shifts pink, blue, gold, all the things. I've used this once out of my 3 uses. I do really like these. They're very, very nice. I love loose pigments. If you're not new here, you know that. If you are new here, I love loose pigments. So, shouldn't be too hard to use. Then we had from Wet n Wild, it's the Bare Focus Niacinamide Skin Tint, and I have mine in the shade Fair. I really like this. It was on my chopping block as something I thought about decluttering because this doesn't, when I swatch it next to the rest of my foundations, this is the only one that just sits on top of the skin, but I find that every time I wear it, I do really like it on the skin. And I love the shade. I do think the shade is really nice. I will say, the pipette is trash. It's horrible. I usually just swipe it on, which I know isn't sanitary, but nobody else is using my makeup, so I don't care. It doesn't have a scent. I used it all 3 times in May, and May 8th is when I got my 3rd use. So, for now, it is something I will keep. I do like it. I could see that being something that I could use up, maybe over the summer. Depends, because I am really trying to finish this KVD foundation, just because I want to. It's just really nice and I like it, but I want to finish it. I need to let it sit upright so I can, that's not where I'm at. That was a goal for a project that I didn't meet, and I tried to get this nail polish off, and I couldn't get it off, so it's fine. And the last item we were working on at the time was this NYX blush in the shade Showgirl, which is this beautiful purple. I hit my 3rd use on May 13th, and if you watched my blush declutter, which was last week, I decided to declutter it, just because it is a darker shade. Like, it is very pretty, but I just have other purple tones that I find more flattering, and this still has some life left to give. So I feel like somebody else could get more use out of this kind of shade. So I did get my 3 uses on it, so it's rolling out, but it's also a declutter. So we have 3 items that are rolling in. 1, 2, 1, 2. Boom. Let me get to my tablet all pulled up here. And let's see, how many items do we have in the wheel? It is up to date, at least as far as I'm aware. I did add my new products into it. We have 79 options. Gotta love it. So, show touches. And let's see, what is our first item? That is going to be Appeal in Muse. So recently, I moved these to my lip liner category because they are so budge-proof and long-lasting. I did not like them as eyeliners. I think that that's a pinky shade, so I'm going to put a 3-use goal because lip liner. But I think that's the pinky one. So, do I want to work on another lip? I don't have many lips in this project. I don't have any. But I'm working on 5 lips currently, so no. I'm going to veto that. I'm so sorry. I hope that that's okay. Oh, that's a lip product. But that could be used on the cheeks as well. That's one of my new nude sticks. So I'm going to roll that in. Nude sticks in the shade Boho. And we're going to do 5 uses because that is brand spanking new. And last but not least, okay, my new primer from Fenty, the Ease Drop Lit. I'm going to go grab those 3 products and I will be right back. Okay, so, yes, my Appeal liner in Muse is the lighter pink because I do have 2 pink shades. And these are just gel liners. So as I said, you can use these anywhere. You can use them on the cheeks, on the eyes, on the lips. And I originally had these in my eyeliners, but oh my Lanta, you can't get these off. So there's what Muse looks like. They're a beautiful silky gel formula. They are great, but they do not come off the waterline. So I moved these into my lip liner category because, like, I feel like that's a great quality for a lip liner. But yeah, they're intense. So I have 4 of them. Yeah, I think I have 4 of them. I get them through Ice Cream Beauty Box, and I really do like the formula, but not as an eyeliner. Spooky scary. Then from Nude Sticks. So this one is their Magnetic Matte Lip Color in Boho. And like I said, these are also, you can use them on the cheeks, on the eyes, on the lips. And there's Boho, just a nice brown. And I feel like that would be something that, like, right now specifically, I could use this on the cheeks. Is something I'd probably more use that for, so. And then, this is also brand new to me. This is the Fenty Ease Drop Lit All Over Glow Enhancer. And I have the shade 2, Taffy Topaz. So, let me shake her up. And I put a 3-use gold on the liner, a 5-use gold on the Nude Sticks pencil, and a 5-use gold on this primer. So there's the shade. I was so mad because I went back to Marshall's and they now have this Fenty Ease Droplet, but in the first shade, and I kind of wanted that instead. Because, like, this is just golden. But I don't think that it looks bad. But I just... It's very much gold. It smells nice. So, we'll see if it gives any luminosity. I don't think I have any matte foundations. Like, truly matte foundations that I could, like, try this with to see if it really does give any enhancing, but, you know, we'll see. It did leave some shine. But that is going to do it for my June update. So we're now working on 5 items. Because, yeah, I wanted to keep this a little more pared down. I feel like when I was working on 10 items, I was a little overwhelmed. So, I think 5 will be good. Yeah, alright, the Nude stick does not want to come off the hand. So, that's nice. Get off. Got it. So, yeah, that's going to do it for my June update. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.